Welcome to a 20-minute video. Let me get the timer started. Here we go. Well, right now it is 1:07 in the morning. It's March 24th. So this will be uploaded 6 hours from now. I don't really have much to talk about, so I will be going with the flow. And it's okay if people tune out, because I really don't know what's going on. I don't know. Still trying to figure myself out. And right now, I don't want to make this video, but the reason why I'm doing it, I think it's the discipline part of me. Just do it because you don't want to do it. You gotta do it. And I guess let me share what I did for the day. Of course, I put the my plan guide on the other side. I didn't remember. I went to work really late, probably around 12 o'clock. So I got there, I worked for probably 5 hours, and I made a total of 3 deliveries. And usually Sundays are very busy, but this Sunday was not. It was super slow. I went to the same spot in Buena Park. Earlier that afternoon, I was debating if I should go to Buena Park or return to the old spot where I normally do the deliveries in the Garden Grove area. And I was thinking, man, why do I want to go back to the Garden Grove? Because there's more deliveries, but then of course there's more bad drivers, but it's closer, and I'm more familiar with the area, so even like the really bad spots that are very technical, I could handle it because I'm familiar with the area. Unlike the one in Buena Park, because there are spots, since I'm not familiar with it, it's very stressful. And top of that, dealing with people on the road takes it up to another level. So yeah, I did 3 deliveries. I made a total of $40. Let's talk about work. So I put in the description. I was fortunate because there was a very generous customer who tipped pretty big. And if he didn't give me that tip, it'll be minus $15 out of that 40. So that was pretty cool. The whole time when I was at work, I didn't want to do anything. I was tired, and I didn't make lunch because over at the house, I didn't want to see her, and I don't know what is up with her schedule. It's like she has no schedule. She's in and out, and I don't know when. Because if I know, I could avoid her and I could get things done, like making food or preparing things. Because I'd rather do that when she's not around or when she's sleeping. Because she's a very negative person, and I don't have the capacity to take in more negativity. What I'm dealing with outside. I need peace. So yeah, didn't make any coffee, didn't make the food. I mean, I just made some now. But right now I'm thawing the vegetables. So tomorrow I'll toss in the vegetables and the cheese and the pickles, and you get some Thai peppers. So yeah, there's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. There is something I could do. That is to obey the Father of Heaven, but how long is that gonna take? How long is that gonna take? I'll put owner of the house. Yeah, I mean she's a old woman, and wow. I mean, I could, in a way, I could tell she's trying to change, trying, but with like really minimal effort, and I don't know. I just don't want that to rub off on me because I remember my family members here and also the ones in Vietnam. They remind me, whatever you do, do not be like her. Do not be like her. At the time, I didn't know why they were saying that until really later on in life, the Father of Heaven, he had to step in and tell me, because I'm pretty sure he used the family members to tell me who you are around that can affect your spirit, our our mental state. And yeah, I could see it rubbing the anger she has. I could see me, treating other people like the way she does, and that's. But the good news is, it's not because, you know, how should I say it? I do things. It's just straightforward. There's no hidden agenda or want to get back at you or things like that. It's just the way she gets angry, I would get angry. But for her, it's in a very cruel way. But for me, it's an honest, like straightforward. But still, the one that's bad is just snapping, yelling, and I shouldn't be like that. The Father of Heaven doesn't want that. He wants me to be at peace, be peaceful to others. So that's one of his third command that he gave me. Control your temper, not just temper, but sadness, happiness. He wants me to be in control. And yeah, I had other stuff I want to talk about. I got 12 minutes. Let's talk about some happy stuff. I did write some stuff. Remember I hope I didn't talk about this on my previous video. If I did, I'm sorry. Remember the little guy in my dandelion update? Well, turns out that little guy, he is not a dandelion. He's a false hawkbeard. Who would have known? No wonder the flower looks so different, because when I was looking at him, I was like, I mean, your leaves match the dandelion, but like your flowers like nothing like it. I mean, the buds are so tiny. And yeah, great news. He was edible. From all parts were edible. So I understood why the leaves were so bitter, because I don't remember the dandelion leaves, they are bitter, but that little guy, since he was a false hawk's beard, it was uber bitter. But I ate it all because I know what's bitter is good for the stomach. It's an acquired taste, and I got, in a way, used to the dandelion, but that hawk's beard was in a total another level. Okay, we got that. Back hair on midrib. Circular. Oh, I wrote this for dandelion identification. Yeah, because the guy, he had the same thing as the dandelion. He had the back hair on the midrib. That's the leaf. The midrib is the stem part. And that guy, he had little hairs. Dandelions have that. And their stem is a circle. because some of them are a triangle, but his was a circle. So had he had parts of the dandelion, so that's what threw me off. But since that, since then, I did more research too. I do have a book, a foraging book, but it's trash. I mean, it had great reviews on Amazon, but the pictures on it were useless. It was black and white. I mean, it had high ratings, but to me, like, I can't even tell. It's so pixelated. So I'm trying to find another foraging book, and I'm not going to trust the rating. I'm just looking for the reviews that have actual pictures. I need the reviewers to put it on there. If not, I need to buy a new printer and start watching YouTube videos and see the plant up front, take a picture of it, print it out, and remember it. And if the Father is gracing me with children, I could teach them so they will know and identify it just like that. All right, so there's the other one, the spiky plants that I saw in the back. If anyone has watched my previous video, there was a plant I was unsure of, and I ate it. And a commenter that I enjoy reading, he was mentioning, I don't think you should eat it. You should know what it is first. And he is totally right, because after he said that, I saw other YouTube videos warning, do not eat what you do not know. So I now it's like, before I eat it, like I start scouring the internet, and if I don't see anything on the internet, I start scouring over YouTube. And if I don't see anything there, that's when I just, all right, just leave it until I get more resources to find out what it is. So the plant that I ate, good news, it turned out to be a common sow thistle. The one I ate, the one that I wasn't sure, because there was a slight bitter taste. It wasn't that bad. It tastes more of like a lettuce. And what's interesting is, once I knew what it was, immediately I went to the bag and I started, collecting it. And I made a video, but I didn't post it because something happened. I might as well share it because I do want to make this video fun. And wow, the sow thistle, it tastes exactly, well, the ones that were watered, the ones that I did water, this is why it's important to water, even though people call it weeds. It's not really weeds. That's just a title what people really don't want. Plants that they don't want. That's what it's called. But they really are edible greens, and they taste exactly like lettuce, exactly like lettuce. But the only difference is the ones that I did not water. Now they had a very light bitter taste. Light bitter taste. Same thing with the dandelion. I mean, there's the tasty bitter, and then there's the bitter when they're not watered. They have more of a hardcore plant taste. Like, I think they call it chlorophyll taste. It's not that pleasant, but the more water they get, the more juicier they are and more tasty. So yeah, the sow thistle, that one has no rib hair, meaning the stem at the leaves, there's no hair, so it's very smooth, and it's curled. Yeah, it's, as you can see when I pull up the leaf, it looks long, but it does have a curl, and it also has sharp pointed leaves. It does, when they're young, it's soft, it doesn't hurt at all. I mean, you can see the points, but as they get older and get fibrous and harder, that's when it will hurt. So it's best to harvest them when they're young. And I probably should make a video of me eating again. And this is the funny part. Put wild greens. So I made, I think it was almost 10 minutes of me in the back with the Samsung phone, which we got 5 minutes. And I took it to the back. I was filming it. Hey guys, there's a dandelion update. Even though the little guy is gone now, I still want to call it the dandelion update. And I started filming the back of all the plants I had. And I started harvesting the sow thistle, the common sow thistle leaves. And I collected a lot. I put it in a little, I don't know what you call this thing, that little glass tray. I put a lot in. Made myself a little salad, but that salad had no dressing because I didn't have any dressing. Pretty much just ate it raw, and it was good. And the reason why I didn't upload it is because, wow, I am old. I am nearing my 50s, and I couldn't control my stomach. I farted. I farted. I mean, if it was a regular fart, then I would still upload it. But this fart was like, oh my goodness, that is too much. That is embarrassing. And I had to scrap the whole video. And what can I do? I'm not young anymore. I can't hold it in. I just had to let it go. The air just. Sorry for the too much information, but that's what happened. And yeah. So yeah, I ate the soul thistle. It tastes great. I'll probably do a video, and hopefully there'll be none of that bad stuff that happens to me. So yeah, the chicory, I need to find out, because the commenter, he mentioned that looked like chicory, and in the beginning it didn't look like chicory because the leaves were really round. They were like circle, but now it looks exactly like a chicory. But the thing is, I need to make sure it is a chicory before I eat it, because I need to flower. Once it flowers, then I could be confident enough I could harvest them and eat them too. So yeah, that is the wild greens. We got 2 minutes left. So I'm thinking tomorrow, to be honest, I'm very down. My countenance is just very low. Everything spiritually, everything's just low. And as I think I mentioned already, right now I'm just running off discipline. And tomorrow when I go to work, I hope I get up early and go. Since I didn't make any coffee, I'm going to have to go to the restaurant. Not restaurant. It's like, it is a restaurant, but it's more like a bakery. I don't know. I'll film it. If I remember, I'll film it when I go get the coffee. Not inside, because I don't know. People, when they see the camera, they they flip out. And I'm not even filming them. So yeah, I'll show the outside and I'll show the coffee. It's in my older videos, because I show it in my old videos when I go get the coffee. But it is expensive. I think it's like $3.50, $3.75, almost $4 for a cup. So that's why, and they don't give you a lot. They give like only this much. That's why I have my own cup and I make this much, and it's enough for me to drink probably within like 3 to 4 hours, because I sip it, and it helps keep the caffeine, throughout the day, very slowly in slow sips. But for that other one, probably like an hour and a half. Of course, that one I sip it too, but there's not a lot. And since Vietnamese coffee, they're very strong, that's why they have a lot of ice, so that when it melts, it's the word's not coming to my head. It's not that strong anymore, and it tastes really good. The more the ice melts, the more tasty it is. Not when it's melted too much, but when it's melted just right. I don't know how it works, but it just, all right. I don't know. It just tastes good throughout, from the beginning to when it's done. It just melts perfectly. Same goes for my coffee that I make. It just melts perfectly because I make it very strong. But when the ice melts, it just tastes better and better and better until it's gone. That's all I have for this video. But yeah, what I want to say is maybe I'll try working. I want to do the one in the Puente Hills in that area around the Chinese community. The Korean community is, I don't know, something's going on. So they don't seem to be happy. I mean, not all places, but the ones I delivered to, I don't know. Is it me or is it they're going through? I don't know. But I do know is I just want to keep the peace. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you everyone for joining. And if you are new and you're joining along and you enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a share, a comment, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to all my returning viewers, thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. And almost forgot. Cannot forget about this. A prayer. And I would like to make a quick prayer to all those that have watched my video all the way through, that the Father of Heaven will protect your peace, so when you encounter any obstacles, any challenges, you will be able to handle it peacefully and gracefully, and that the Father of Heaven will grant you a lot of love, and also me too, because we all need it. And that's all I have for this video. Until the next, the Most High willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua.